Ever since becoming a dad, it was the trigger for something in my mind to just go...
I just felt like I was failing as a husband and as a father.
It was my wife Sarah who first said to me that she thought it could be postnatal depression. Hiya.
All right, mate. Tony.
John.
Brad, nice to meet you.
Nice
You
to
right?
meet you.
Come in.
Thank you. I thought being a dad for the first time was just going to be amazing. It wasn't what I expected at all. It was like I was holding someone else's baby. I didn't feel affection. I didn't feel any love. There was just a numbness.
Everyone had told me what I was supposed to experience. I was supposed to feel absolute love and adoration. I didn't feel those emotions. I didn't feel that connection to my son. And I started to instantly feel like a failure.
The idea that a dad could get postnatal depression was kind of alien to me. I'd always been of the view that postnatal depression was something that was caused by hormones.
Women go through significant hormonal changes related to having a baby. However, if we think of having a baby as a life event, I think that's probably the most helpful way of looking at it. Now, life events, we know, can cause depression, and having a baby is probably one of the most stressful life events that anyone can have. So fathers can definitely experience the same sort of psychological and social factors that lead to postnatal depression in the same way that women can.
Men don't talk about their feelings, you know, it's not a manly thing to do.
We get the whole man up thing.
You get the bravado, don't you? Yeah.
Exactly, it's the bravado.
I couldn't sit down with 10 of my mates in the pub all having banter with each other and go, can we get serious for a minute and talk mental health?
You just got to get on.
Yeah.
You have to have the strong upper lip and just, crack on with life.
My wife had postnatal depression with all three of our children, and I just wanted to be there to support her, to kind of be the rock that she could depend on. I think because I'd been so sort of encompassed in making sure Sarah was okay, I hadn't paid myself much attention. I didn't seem to enjoy anything. I didn't interact with people. Our eldest daughter had asked why Daddy was always grumpy all the time.
It's a difficult thing to put a finger on how it got so serious. I was getting told it's just baby blues, you're just a jealous dad. I started to think like that. I started to think that it's me, there's something wrong with me. I just started feeling guilty more than anything. That guilt of, I need to love this child. I know I should have these feelings, but I can't force them. One day I just decided that Elizabeth would be better off with a dad who's not here. I was getting to the point where I was considering taking my own life.
Feeling straight away like a failure, it made me feel like I couldn't do this. I wasn't ready. I would look at myself in the mirror, and the person I would see looking back at me wasn't me. It was someone different. It was kind of like a dulled, grayed out version of myself. I had so much self-doubt about myself and my abilities as a parent. I felt like I was going to fail this little person.
I already knew how I was going to do it. There was a set of train tracks close to where I lived. Well, I was just going to walk until a train hit me. I was unlucky at the time, I would say, but now I'd say I was lucky. There was an off-duty police officer. He was walking alongside me for a little bit, eventually got me to stop. He persuaded me to get back onto the platform. He didn't make me feel like I'd caused a problem. He just made me feel like I needed help. And I remember that day I tried to take my life. I'd seen the doctor. I got home and Elizabeth did something that she'd never done to me before, and she just reached out and sort of wanted me. And sorry. She grabbed me, put her arms around me, and I knew I had to get better for her, if no one else.
The challenge has always been that men don't come forward with their mental health difficulties in quite the same way that women do. The mental health of both parents is extremely important for the well-being of the developing baby. So it is really important that men don't suffer in silence.
It's definitely a very important thing for men to be better, in my view, at talking about how they feel.
A dad can easily be going through something, and that dad should never feel that he can't talk to anyone about it.
I'll happily take that label of a man who suffers with postnatal depression, because it's about raising awareness now. If people can see that I can get it, then maybe more men come forward.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys are like, but I'm obsessed with cuddle time.
Oh yeah.
It just amazes me how much I love the kids, and I couldn't imagine life without them now.
Oh no. I don't understand how I could have been not getting that sense of amazement and enjoyment that you get now. It seems strange, but obviously it's not rational. You're not in control of it. It's something that's kind of got hold of you. I went to my GP, he gave me some medication. I then went on to have cognitive behavioural therapy. It allows me to, most of the time, be somewhere near back to how I used to be.
Sometimes it does creep up a little bit tougher than other times, but nowadays, thanks to talking about it and seeing a GP, I've been able to now at least keep it at bay. Yeah, that was the White Walker, wasn't it?
I wouldn't change it for the world. I love every minute I have with my kids.
Nowadays, I feel that sensation that I was meant to feel.
Being a dad's the best thing in my life, without a doubt.
All those things that I wanted to do right at the beginning.
There is just the most unconditional love for these two little human beings.
I'm just really happy that I've been able to come through the other side.